Welcome back everybody to Dreams to Reality. Here today to show you what we're going to do next with the Camaro. I did order me a Texas Speed cam kit. I got me the Cletus McFarlane Bald Eagle Cam NA. Here's the specs for you guys. I got the new sprocket, ARP bolts, chromoly push rods, got the valve springs polished, titanium retainers, and I figured I'd give you guys a little video on how we're going to install this in the Camaro. Step-by-step process on how we're going to do this. It's going to take a little bit, but I figured I'd bring you guys along. I know there's some videos online doing this, but I'm going to go on to the little points of the tool I made to pull out the valves or the valve springs. Yeah, so we'll bring you along. I'll get you guys set up so you can watch me do this, and I'll show you little points that I've picked up along the way. First, pull the spark plug out. We can look inside of it and see where the piston's at and bring it to top dead center. Alright. I know most people want to have a bore scope, but you know, I do. But, and pistons at the top. You got a peek of this. That's the top of the piston. Pretty clean. Like it. Alright, next. Sets up my little homemade tool on here. I don't feel like spending $100 and something on one. And this one works just fine. I use it to do the valve springs on my truck. And make sure you lube up all your threads. Don't use an impact. I know a lot of people will. I want to. Makes it a lot easier. But tears up the threads, would break it. And then when you're doing this, these ones would like to pop off. What I do is I put my thumb over the top of the valve on the keepers and just tighten it down, and then it'll pop instead of them popping out and going in the motor, on the floor, getting stuck somewhere. Just tighten it down. You don't have to go all the way until they're loose. Your little magnet. There's one and two. Loosen it up. old valve spring, a little screwdriver back here, and with the new springs, I gotta change out my valve stem seals. This one's gonna pain in the ass. And I'm sure someone's gonna say, that's not the right way to do it. But that's how I get them out. I haven't broken anything, I haven't scratched the valve stem. So that's why I've been doing it. I kind of suction cupped on there. Yeah. Valve stem seal, valve stem, keeper. Put it in the box. New valve stem, new spring, and titanium retainer. I like to make sure all this is good and clean. Nothing crazy on it. Bottom is. Take a little bit of that oil. Put it on here. I know someone's going to say, wow, the oil's really dirty. It is due for an oil change, but instead of doing an oil change, doing the cam, and then doing another oil change, figured, well, it's due for an oil change. Do the cam, fire it up, let it run for a bit, get everything, all the crap out of it, and then I'll do a change. Put new oil in it, and then I will take it to Tucson, Arizona, and get it tuned. Got a friend down there with a dyno that's willing to help me out with this. He's actually the same guy that built all the intake and exhaust piping for Steven's GTR, and he's done exhaust work on this when I first bought it. So he's pretty good. He does a lot of Fords. He does a lot of Fords, like new F-150s. He just did a GT350R twin turbo. It's making like 1,100 horsepower on pump gas, full built motor. And I believe that one's going to Mexico with the Raptors. He's got 2 Raptors that he built for them. Now the fun part, guys. So I take this, drop it in there. I need to move the valve with the magnet. What I like to do is pull it up as far as it'll go. Strong magnet. Line this up. Put this back on there. And tighten it down. A little bit of upward pressure on this. Check it, because it likes to move around. Damn it. Keep a little pressure on it, holding it up so spring goes around it. Makes putting the keepers in 100 times easier. Getting a little trickety. Just a little bit. What I like to do is make sure it's still up. You can still move it down a little bit and pull it back up. You're good. And just keep tightening it down. And once you get to the little groove in there, should be good enough to put your keepers back in. This is the fun part. You don't want to drop one into the motor. That's for sure. That would be a very bad day. And just loosen it up. Make sure your keepers go where they're supposed to. They're not crooked or cockeyed or anything. That's out, and then we'll start pulling the front accessories, radiator that can move the condenser, and pull the cam out after I get all these stock push rods out. Alright everyone, we're here to pull the cam out. Kyle's helping me with the camera today. We're gonna get ready to pull this cam out of here and put the new one in. Let's get this timing chain off. Come on, Nick. Set you off to the side. Don't need that no more. Alright, where'd my bolt go? Get this thing to spin around. Put all the lifters up. Alright. Forgot to take the cam retaining plate off. Let's see here. Torx. Damn, what's going on over here?
So what is it that you're taking off right
now? The cam retaining plate holds the cam in the block so it doesn't come out.
So that's definitely a good thing to take off before you try to remove the cam.
Well, you could try to remove the cam with that in there, but you ain't gonna get very far. You're gonna save this unless you order a new one. So you can put the old cam back in, or the new cam back in. Set that off to the side. Give this another good spin. Make sure all your lifters are up. Come on, man. You want to do it nice and slowly, like, don't try to pull it, or you could mess up your cam bearings, which is not a good thing. Over, so I can get this. I'll hold it.
Yep.
Come on. Alright. That cam's out. You can let that go.
Oh.
That's all right.
Well,
There's the stock cam. Here's the new cam from Texas Speed. Voila. It's got the
focus on there. There we go. Texas Speed Performance.
And that side goes in first, because this side's got your 3 bolts on it.
Alright.
Take our assembly lube.
Make sure you get it nice and lubed up, bud.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a sloppy mess. You wanna pull the condenser back up?
Hold on one second. And then continue to add lubrication as you go in.
set that down there. And for the people that don't know, you take a couple of your water pump bolts and they screw right into the end of the cam for some leverage to pull it in and out. Put some more lube on there. Can't lube it too much.
If I'm not mistaken, we're using a petroleum-based assembly lube, semi-synthetic, so it'll be just fine.
Yep.
If we have excess amounts.
And cam is in.
Look at that.
Take these back off. Get your cam retaining plate you dropped in your coolant.
Yeah.
Hopefully you didn't do that, because I
Now,
did.
now he's got to dig that out because I'm not going to do it.
Welcome back, everybody. I got late last night. Got the car finished, put back together. I did take it for a little test drive last night. Drives just normal. Need to get it tuned. It's a little funky at idle, trying to take off. But it is all back together. And I'll give you a little start up and let you listen to the lope. I haven't started it since yesterday, so it's going to be a little loud, but I'll let you guys listen to it and see what you guys think. It's a little loud, but it sounds good. Get it tuned here in a couple weeks, take it to Tucson, and we'll get some videos on it driving. But it starts, it idles. I drove it yesterday, drives just fine. It's actually kind of sad because it drives the way it used to. Just taking off, it's got a little hesitation, and I haven't got into it because I need to get it tuned. But I'll be getting you guys the dyno video here shortly, and we'll go from there. And remember, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and remember, it's only a dream until you make it a reality.